Hello fellow members of the Mix 3. Today I'm going to be reacting to the Avengers War Table. This is the new game made by Square Enix, the Avengers game coming out in September. They're going to be showcasing a new mission, I believe, some co-op stuff, some maybe giving us a reason why why we would want to go back and play the missions to get the loot, because this is a looter game where you can go back and get points and get loot and all that stuff and upgrade your character. What's the reason though? What's the draw of going back to a mission you already played in story mode? Or maybe they're different missions altogether. I'm not exactly sure. That's what hopefully we'll get more of. When they first showed it at E3 last year, they didn't really specify exactly what kind of game this was. And the more and more little tidbits have come out, we've kind of compiled the fact that this is a looter game, kind of like Destiny, kind of like all that stuff, which I'm not really too keen on, because those type of games, they can try to squeeze microtransactions in and try to get you to pay for just bull crap stuff, oh, you want this cool hat? Well, this cool hat costs $10. $10 for a cool hat. Those are the type of games that can have that kind of thing. I hope that's not the case with this one. It probably will have microtransactions, so probably will have stuff you have to pay for, but hopefully it doesn't equal progress. And it's just kind of cosmetic extra stuff that it doesn't matter if you had it or not. It's just infuriating when you play a game that takes advantage of you in that way, tries to get every amount of money they can out of you. One of the worst culprits is the second Shadow Mordor game, how you have to frickin' buy those chests closer to the end of the game. You have to buy microtransactions basically so you can beat the game. That kind of crap really pissed me off. We'll see. I like Destiny. I liked Destiny, but those aren't my kind of games, to be honest with you. I like looting. It's not the looting part. It's the other part. It's the multiplayer part. It's going to a certain cave and respawning and going to doing all this crap, and you get blah 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 gold thing, you were whatever, if you want a better thing you can pay for it, blah blah blah, stuff like that. I like looting in games. I like going back and trying to get good stuff. In Borderlands, I love Borderlands. So it's nothing about the looting per se, it's more about how they go about it. In Borderlands, you can get all sorts of awesome guns and equipment and stuff that you don't have to go pay for. When you freaking beat a mission, you don't get blue color or whatever. If you watch Angry Joe when he rants about the blue color, or I get his pain, because I think it's ridiculous as well. Comment down in the comments below. Might as well tell me what you guys think. Are you guys excited for this game, or are you not? Now we'll talk about it. We'll talk more after I react to this war table. We'll see what they actually showcase, and then we'll talk about it more. But right now, if you want to leave a comment about your excitement of the game, are you excited for this game? Are you not excited? Are you a fan of loot games like that, like Destiny or stuff like that? Are you not? Are you a fan of the Avengers? I know I am. I love Marvel and DC. I'm a nerd. As you can see, I got a Marvel shirt on, so but here we go. Okay.
When I was young, I found an orphaned wolf cub in the forest behind our farm.
Marvel, definitely Marvel, or
I felt if I could instill rules, the proper boundaries, I could harness the power of that beast.
Whoa.
A few months later, while hunting, the adolescent cub turned on me.
Is that
We're fixing the damage the Avengers did.
Brainiac or Brainiac? Or no, not Brainiac. Wait,
Unlimited power
is that
dangerous.
the Hulk bad guy? What's his name?
We're lucky to be alive. Come on, Kamala. Let AIM help you.
I'll take my chances. What if the Avengers were set up? I think you should see for yourself. Couldn't Mr. Stark help us with this?
Hi, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Kamala?
This better be good.
He totally locked Cap in the reactor room and then he tried to jack the Chimera.
Son of a...
Have you all completely lost your senses?
Well, where were you while the world went to hell?
This is our fault. All of ours.
You really think the world is better without us?
Yes. See, it's always
Ultron?
running from who you are, what you are. I am warning you.
Abomination?
Exactly
It was
what
like,
Tarleton wants!
ooh. Still looks like a single player campaign to me. I don't get the co-op part. Looks cool. Is that a MODOK? Yeah. Oh wait, that's MODOK. That's cool. I was like, was that the green guy with the big head from Hulk comics? But no, I think that, yeah, that's MODOK. Makes sense.
Has to end with me.
This just got a whole lot weirder.
Alright. Okay.
What's up, Marvel
AIM,
fans?
that's what it was,
My name's
yeah.
Casey Lynch, and I'm editorial director
All
at
right.
Crystal Dynamics. Marvel's Avengers War Table is your direct source for all things Marvel's Avengers. We've got a great
Well,
show
good.
lined up with new trailers, new details on one of our main villains, MODOK, and advanced idea mechanics. And we'll take a first look at co-op and war zones. If you've ever thought, what is this game? Or how does it work? Then this is the show for you. Let's get into it, starting with a story trailer. In the aftermath of A-Day, everything changed.
Why is it just still
You
frames?
so-called heroes transformed San Francisco into an infectious, gas-filled quarantine zone. You unleashed disease, powerful beings that wreak havoc throughout our nation. So I ask you again, Dr. Banner, do the Avengers pose a danger to society?
Yes.
I can promise you this. I will use this second chance to make you safe.
Okay.
AIM will find a cure for the inhuman disease.
As a founding member of tech giant Advanced Idea Mechanics, or AIM, George Tarleton dreamt of a world made better through science. But even as AIM promises a cure to end the inhuman infection, and the revolutionary Adaptoid Project offers a world protected by science, Tarleton, a victim of A-Day himself, uses AIM's technological might and the public's fear of Inhumans to convince the world that the superpowered are uncontrollable and cannot be trusted. His deranged obsession drives him to become MODOK, mental organism designed only for killing. When choosing a villain, we knew we needed someone who had the muscle and mental capacity to become an Avengers-level threat. We also wanted a new face for modern Avengers fans. Big face. But comic fans know MODOK is anything but new. His origin in Marvel lore dates back more than 50 years to October of 1967 in Tales of Suspense. Now, with AIM's drive to manipulate public fear and his ability to control machines with his mind, Tarleton and AIM are the most sophisticated threat the Avengers have ever faced.
Miss
But
Marvel
a
was on
teenage
Captain
fangirl
Marvel.
named
This
Kamala
is Miss Marvel.
Khan
Captain
doesn't
Marvel
trust
was on the
AIM.
poster.
In fact, she's convinced that AIM is experimenting on her fellow Inhumans under the guise
Interesting.
of finding a cure. And she believes George Tarleton was behind the plot to discredit the Avengers. And she has proof. As you pick up the trail of the long-disbanded Avengers, you'll advance the story of the single-player campaign, unlocking more and more hero-specific missions. We know you've been asking for new gameplay that's not from A-Day. We hear you. So here's a playthrough of part of a new Thor hero mission called Once an Avenger.
We're here live at the AIM experience in Manhattan, witnessing the return of the Avengers, but they appear to be attacking the city. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Is it any coincidence that this attack comes on the very day that AIM is supposed to unveil their promising new Adaptoid program? Oh.
Ooh, pissed.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
The graphics are really good. I still don't exactly like the character designs,
Not in the best of moods.
but I'm getting more used to it, and I'll get over it. As long as the game plays well and is good, doesn't freaking matter really.
Wait, is that Thor?
Holy crap, Thor! Where the hell did you come from?
The hitting was
Serving
weird.
the commoners when it started raining bolts of metal from the skies.
It's unbelievably good to see you.
A bit dramatic, don't you think?
It doesn't matter. He's here now.
So the false god returns.
The hitting looks fine, but I don't know, for some reason,
Gave up your power.
this doesn't look like,
Never when mortals are in peril. Where do you hide,
I
Doctor?
don't know.
Can you not face me?
Look around. I'm everywhere.
Ooh, Hulk.
These things, they're drilling into the deck.
See, like, I actually like Hulk's design a lot, just not Bruce Banner's design. That's pretty darn cool, though. I'm not gonna lie, this is super cool. Oh,
Oh, hello. Just like old times.
AIM dropships inbound.
I see them.
Focus on those mechs.
oh boy.
Kamala, you okay?
You're getting your butt handed to you.
On my way. Hulk, you got this?
Oh.
Dare I ask who the child is?
We'll explain
After I'm done hitting this bad guy.
to it.
Chimera's still losing altitude. Thor, can
That
you
looks
hold it
okay.
up with wind?
Tear the ship apart.
You killed Captain America, Thor. Who else will fall before your hammer?
Silence!
It looks like just an action game. I mean, it looks fine. I'm excited to play it. I mean, I love Avengers, and I don't see anything. Alright, here we go. Iron Man. I play that man. That's the move.
They're sturdy. I'll give them
That was cool.
That's Tarleton's endgame. We're the terrorists in this AIM experience story.
Not on my watch. The Chimera can't go down. Not again.
Spotted some drones heading for the command deck.
Got my hands full, kid.
I'm on them.
Looks pretty sweet to me. I mean, at least the fighting mechanics and
Security subsystems just came back online. It's working.
Can you enable lockdown?
Already working on it.
boss battle. Yeah, because it just got taken down. Oh, you're getting hurt big time.
I can handle the large one myself.
You don't have to. That's the whole point.
Guys, the Chimera can't take much more of this.
They did a lot of damage down in the engine room.
Tarleton, do not do this!
You've given me no choice.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Then you can open the Bifrost. That's pretty sweet. I'll give him that.
The damage has already
That's pretty
been
awesome.
done, Avengers.
Open the Bifrost!
Whoa.
Kamala, Tony,
We're trying to restart the engines, but there's not enough power.
we're out of time, people. Brace for impact.
Hey, God of Thunder!
Stay behind me.
Now, bring it!
That's pretty awesome. I mean, it looked a little bit repetitious, but I mean, that's what kind of game it is you know, a bunch of beating up games, so.
Keep going, it's working!
Pull up!
Okay.
Once an Avenger is a great example of a hero mission, a single-player campaign experience focusing on a specific playable character. Hero missions give us a chance to tell more of each hero's story and showcase the variety and depth of our hero
That's
designs.
pretty cool.
Let's take a quick look at how Thor
Here's
plays.
the points.
With the game's combat systems, players can string together combos of heavy and light attacks, or hold for signature attacks. Combat versatility is one of Thor's strengths, from making use of Mjolnir to pin enemies from a distance, or bringing the sky down on his foes. In addition to core combat moves, the God of Thunder has a wide variety of skills to unlock that give him access to classic moves. This is one of our favorites, manual targeting.
So
We
his own
largely drew our influence
shield.
from writer Jason Aaron's
Like
run
Captain
on the
America's
Mighty Thor
shield.
comic. Manual targeting allows you to quickly mark your enemies for bullseyes with Mjolnir, and one by one, you can
Alright.
mark them and knock them down as Mjolnir comes back to you. Follow that up with a powerful ground pound, and you've got a mighty combo. Manual targeting is a great ranged attack, but if
Whoa.
up close and personal is more your style, go with the hammer spin or Mjolnir Cyclone.
Okay.
Heroes have 3 special heroic moves: Assault, Ultimate, and Support.
Oh, he has the World War
Design
Hulk.
of heroics
Oh,
started with the
or Planet
signature
Hulk, I
moves
mean.
from the comics and movies that we've always wanted to play. The Assault Heroic charges the fastest, and in some cases, you can store multiple charges to use strategically as a part of your combos. You can perform these after charging your heroic meters with
Okay.
normal attacks. For instance, Natasha's Assault Heroic is Widow's Bite, which is an electroshock projectile move you might recognize. You can see Nat using it right here. Each hero also has a unique support heroic that's designed to enhance co-op and team play. For example, Thor's support, Warrior's Fury, lets him channel the power of the gods to supercharge his Odin force and grants a period of invulnerability for nearby team members. You can see this in action when Iron Man gets the buff as he flies through Thor's support.
That's cool.
Ultimates take longer to charge, but they're definitely worth the wait. They have more screen clearing power, and some even have residual effects, like Thor's Bifrost Ultimate. Thor's Ultimate Heroic channels the power of the 9 realms, and his Bifrost taps into Muspelheim to bypass unbreakable shields, allowing Thor to use the power of the Bifrost Bridge to do maximum damage. We know everyone plays differently, so we have melee, ranged, aerial, and ground combat skills to tailor your hero to your playstyle. As your heroes earn experience,
I can't wait to play as the Hulk.
they gain access to new
out of everybody,
skills. Skill
Hulk.
points allow you to unlock new moves, combos, and even new versions of attacks. As you build up your heroes, you begin to see how unlocking and mastering the separate core skills offers a ton of depth and variety on its own for every hero. And that's before gear, perks, artifacts, and any kind of later game progression. So why is all of this important? Because it means your Thor will play differently than my Thor, and my Hulk will play different than yours. Another way to customize your heroes is with gear. We've previously talked about the different rarities and how perks will give you powerful modifiers for even more customization. Some perks apply special damage like plasma or gamma, or cause status effects like shrink, which will shrink enemies and reduce damage and defense. You can see Iron Man using gamma gear in this shot, and eagle-eyed fans probably noticed his laser sweep was green instead of red. Nope, that wasn't a bug. When you have gamma gear equipped, it grants a bonus damage modifier and changes the emissive color of your attack. And voila, green lasers. We know that if you look good, you'll play good. The Crystal team has really enjoyed creating all new outfits for these heroes and drawing from Marvel's 80-year history to bring so many classic outfits to the game. Each hero has dozens of outfits drawn from some of the most recognizable eras and story arcs. You can earn them over the course of the story campaign by completing missions and deciphering patterns. There's Iron Man's suit from the 2014 Original Sin storyline, or Donald Blake, which is a nod to an alias of Thor's who first appeared in 1962's Journey into Mystery issue 83, or Tony's Stark Tech outfit that was inspired by the Bleeding Edge armor that first appeared in Invincible Iron Man number 25 in 2010. While there are a ton of outfits you'll earn just by playing, some will require completing iconic mission chains to earn each hero's iconic outfit, and some outfits will only be available in our online marketplace. You can even customize your attitude and let out your inner Hulk with the right emote. I don't think that's canon. Those are just some of the ways you'll be able to build and spec out your heroes. Okay, I think it's time for another trailer. This one gives us a first look at how all that customization is especially fun when you play together. This is Co-op and War Zones.
I can't believe it! AIM is firing on the Air Force!
These adaptoids of his, they harvest their powers through the torture of these Inhumans. Georgie Boy is gearing up for war.
Programmable power under our control. No more heroes.
The entire world is in terrible danger. Time is here.
I could pull some strings to spruce up the armory. Get ourselves some new toys.
It's gonna be like online multiplayer co-op, not couch co-op. At least that's not what it looks like.
I'm here. Who needs their ass kicked?
Then again, a lot of games are not doing that couch co-op thing anymore. Sucks. We build the helicopter.
We gotta get this bird in the air before AIM comes looking for us.
Looks fun though.
Jarvis is unencrypting the schematics and we'll get our tech
Definitely looks fun.
ASAP.
Look at all this. Which nation state is AIM planning to go to war with?
Heroes are people, and people can be corrupted.
If I don't stop them, it's just one more thing to regret on my deathbed.
In times like this, when all seems hopeless, that's when we've got to stand strong.
Looks pretty sweet to me, but
Here we go.
I'm just a little worried about the marketplace thing, but we'll see.
You don't get to decide who lives or dies!
Hey! Where did this thing come from?
So far, we've talked about the story, hero missions, and customization. Now, let's talk about war zones. War zones are missions which you can play with up to a total of 4 players or solo with an AI companion team made up of your unlocked and leveled heroes. Whether playing hero missions or war zones, you always make forward progress with your heroes.
Interesting.
On your helicarrier, you'll use the war table to launch missions with a variety of objectives and challenges. As you saw in the co-op trailer, each mission is grounded in story, so whether you're in the campaign or war zones, you're always working together to stop AIM and rebuild the resistance. You get missions from Jarvis, Maria Hill, Hank Pym, and more characters from Marvel history. Once you pick your mission, you'll board the Quinjet, where you can match.
This might be a game that I do play multiplayer.
Choose your loadout, and of course, pick the right look and attitude for the job. As you start playing missions across the globe, you'll realize AIM has entrenched themselves in cities and remote locations alike, all in the name of research. War zones range from wide open spaces designed for exploration and team traversal to dense interiors with a variety of objective-based challenges, boss fights, and rewards. Here's a mission we saw in the co-op trailer called To Tame a Titan, where we can see some team play. There's this cool shot of Iron Man, but you may have missed Kamala and Hulk performing a team finisher on that poor guy back there. When you max out some larger enemies' stun meter, 2 heroes can come together to perform a team finisher, which gives you a chance to take them down much faster. Teamwork makes the dream work. Living the hero life is all about growth, getting stronger and better equipped to play smarter, and there are plenty of upgrades to help you do just that. As you progress through the campaign, you'll also be rebuilding and upgrading the Chimera, your helicarrier, which is your own flying base. The Resistance is a group who have banded together in the 5 years since A-Day. Some are inhuman and have powers. Some are former SHIELD agents who refuse to pledge allegiance to AIM. And some just want to help.
What is this place?
We call it the Anthill. Not my idea.
You'll join their cause in the field by working directly with factions like the Inhuman Alliance and SHIELD agents Dum Dum Dugan, Nick Fury, and more.
So that's where the
Earning
Destiny
faction
stuff comes
reputation
from.
will give you access to new challenges,
Hey, Avengers. Hill has something she needs your help with.
new vendors, and more powerful items. There will always be new threats on the horizon, so you want to ensure your Avengers are ready for anything. We've talked about a lot today, but that's kind of the point. This is a really big, ambitious game. Marvel's Avengers isn't just a global, high-stakes race to rebuild the Avengers, to save the Inhumans, and uncover the truth about AIM's plans. That's just the beginning. This is a brand new original Avengers single-player story that you can enjoy on your own, made the Crystal Dynamics way. But it's also an experience you can play with your friends that will grow as we add new heroes, new regions, and new story, all at no additional cost. Thank you for following us and believing in us. I want to give a big shout out to our community. Thank you for caring and telling us what you think. We're listening, and as fans ourselves, we're all working every day to make Marvel's Avengers worthy of your support. Please stick around after the show to ask questions and chat.
September 4th.
On behalf of the whole Marvel's Avengers team, thank you for tuning in to the first Marvel's Avengers War Table. In the coming months, we'll talk about our first post-launch hero, our upcoming beta, and of course, our launch, when Marvel's Avengers arrives.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about my thoughts.
I'm Casey Lynch.
I think overall, like, I will get over the fact that some of the characters, I just don't really like their designs. Like, I think their designs when they're in their superhero form look cooler than when they're in their normal form. I just have some issues with them. But I mean, it doesn't really matter what they, as long as they look somewhat acceptable, like in terms of graphics, not like design. And the game, really the matter is does the game play well? That's the important thing, not the design of the characters. Like, I'll get over that. It looks like fun action. It looks like a multiplayer game that I might actually play. I'm not really into multiplayer, but because it's team-based and it's not like, oh, let's go after this noob kind of game like Call of Duty, like, because I get my butt handed to me, like, I instantly in those kind of multiplayers. But because it's a team-based thing where you're working together and stuff and you get to be a superhero and stuff, that sounds more up my alley in terms of multiplayer. So I'm definitely going to check it out. I'm excited for the single player because that's where I live, is single player. I love single player. That's my thing. That's my bread and butter, is story. I love story modes, and hopefully the story is interesting. I'm excited that the fact that they're going to put more story in there. There's going to be new characters. This Avengers game is not going to be just like Avengers, the game. It's going to be Avengers, the game, that will be a wide open game for multiple characters to be in. It's going to be Marvel, the game, really, is what it sounds like. Because I'm not, like, it sounds like they're going to put more characters there. Sounds like they're going to put different story. Like, you're going to get more and more content. And it sounds like a game that will last a while. It doesn't sound like it's a game where you get it, play it, done, end of it. It sounds like there's a lot more there, which is exciting. I'm a little skeptical on the marketplace thing. We'll see. Like, when it comes to like the better armor or equipment or whatever, is like, I just hope it's not something like, here's this armor that costs 60. Here's this armor that costs 40. The difference between them is that this one's colored blue. You know, like that kind of thing that Destiny got in trouble for a bunch, or got a lot of people angry about. I hope that the 60 thing and 40 points thing and 80 points thing are all different things. And are like, and you can be like, okay, this one's cool. Maybe even upgrade the one so you don't have to keep switching them out. I don't know. Because, like, what happens if you find, like, an arm that you really like, but it, like, can you keep upgrading that? I'm not sure. The marketplace thing, like, as long as it's cosmetic, it's fine. Like as long as it's not progression based, and it sounds like what they said about the story and everything. That's gonna be free. Added content, which is cool. I'm fine with them having the marketplace thing and stuff because of that. Because they're not, like, as long as they don't try to take advantage of us by trying to get every dollar or cent like an EA game would, I'm perfectly fine with it. I love Square Enix, and I could definitely see the movements of the characters reminded me of Tomb Raider's movements, and I love those Tomb Raider games a lot. I've enjoyed every single one. I'm a huge Marvel fan, and like, it seems like just a absolutely perfect game for me, and that's why I'm super pumped for it. Like, I'm definitely way more pumped now that I kind of understand what they're going for with this game. I wasn't too sure what they were exactly going for, but what they were showing with the co-op and everything looked cool. What they were showing up with the Warzone thing looked cool. Like, I honestly, like, that looked fun. I hope it just don't suck. Because I'm sure the multiplayer people will be like, oh my god, you're a loser. And I'm like, I suck at this. Hopefully I don't suck. Hopefully I get to play as Hulk. Because I'm pretty sure I'll be good as Hulk. Iron Man? Nah, probably not going to be good at it. And the thing that's really exciting is, other than like Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, the Marvel characters have had 2 decent games. Even, and mainly bad. I mean, Iron Man specifically. Iron Man 1 and 2's games based on the movies were horrendous. Thor's game was horrendous. Captain America's wasn't bad, and Hulk has actually been probably the most lucky of them all. Most of his games have been pretty solid. So I'm excited that the fact that if this game comes out and crushes it and is awesome, that the Avengers and the Marvel characters that they put in, everything, will actually have this game to be like, yo, we actually have a good game on our hands and actually belong and are part of this good game, in this good game, instead of getting these crappy tie-in movie games that we've been getting. So leave in the comments below. Are you excited? I'm excited at the fact about the costumes. Like I saw the Planet Hulk costume on Hulk. Like that's always fun. I just hope it's worth something. Like it does something or adds something to the experience than just being cosmetic. I don't know. Maybe if it's just cosmetic, it's cool because I like Planet Hulk. Leave in the comments below what you guys think of this. Are you more excited? Are you not as excited about the game? What did you think about the co-op, the multiplayer aspect? What did you think about the war zones? Would you play with me? Or would you be open to play with people on those? Or are you looking for more of the single player campaign? Are you going to get it when it comes out? Leave in the comments below. Please leave a like on the video. Please share. Please subscribe and all that good stuff. Peace.